And we have, oh yeah, Detective Frank Cannon. He's a new subscriber. There already is big trouble around here. Me, Frank Cannon. What do you people know about Billy Bullhorn Man? That's right. As if you didn't know, he's missing in action. Yeah, I think the NOE probably had a little bit to do with chasing him away, but he was one of those the really awful. Look, people really talk bad about Christians. I'll come to their defense. It's not all evil, okay? You know, some of my atheist friends, every wrong thing that's ever happened on the planet is due to religion. I don't quite agree. But when I see people like Bullhorn Man, I can't blame them for thinking that, because if this guy's for real, but he might be some kind of sock account trying to rile people up, who knows. But he's one of those followers of that West Baptist Church or whatever. He claims to believe in this thing. These are the guys that go protest at funerals of dead soldiers, and that's just wrong. I lump these guys in the same category as the Taliban, the Al Qaeda, the KKK, people that do evil under the guise of religion. It's the Spanish Inquisition. Yeah. One Leg Heather Mills. I'm not forgetting you, One Leg Heather Mills. A few Fez nights ago, she said, "What about me, One Leg Heather Mills?" For those of you who don't know who Heather Mills is, you should. Is that she was the woman that married Paul McCartney after his beloved Linda died, and boy was that a mistake. Turned out to give him a lot of grief. Very, very attractive woman, but she happens to be missing a leg because she lost it in a motorcycle accident. That's what I remember. Of course, she's not a very popular person in the UK, and she just digs herself in deeper. She tries to garner sympathy, and people just hate her even more. All right. Well, let's look at. Oh my! I forgot to mark that page for Snapback. I'm going to try to go. Because YouTube is scrambling. I didn't have anything to eat. I'm drinking on an empty stomach, so please forgive me. The mind's starting to wander. Plus all that other stuff that's going on in my head. I tell you people, folks, I'm a mess. I had the gardener. Okay, well, he's not really the gardener, but he's sort of our handyman in my little... I live in one of those... If you've ever seen any of those old film noir type movies, you know, like... what's a good example is my mind's just going. The Big Lebowski. The way the Big Lebowski lived, which is typical Southern California, mainly Los Angeles, but San Diego has it too, are these little row of rental cottages. They also feature that in the Mulholland Drive. And they're tiny little self-contained homes. You know, one bedroom. Mine's a one-bedroom little cottage. Next, with almost no yard. Like, there's no yard. There's just this little gap between that and the next cottage. But it's wonderful. I love it because it's not like living in an apartment complex. I love it. This building that I live in was built in 1932, if I remember the year correctly. It was in the early 30s. And can you imagine all the people that lived here? Maybe somebody even died here. Who knows? You know. But the place is old. It's falling apart. I've said that before. But the rent's not too bad, and because I've lived here for ages. But this morning I get the handyman is on some kind of warpath. I got a note in my mailbox that said I have to start keeping my cat inside. Stop putting food out for your cat, or you'll be asked to leave. And I've lived here for years and years and years, and it's never been a problem. And suddenly there's this crackdown. I have to get rid of my cat. That's fucking bullshit. Excuse my French, but I'm kind of pissed off about that. And that's besides having to deal with a woman that should not be mentioned. Like, we're trying to move on and separate. There's something. We have some community property that has to be dealt with, a mutual responsibility. And we need to end that and go our own separate ways. I'm trying to deal with that. Plus, I mean, this is personal stuff, but then there's like watching the news. Russia invading Georgia. And earlier I was talking about how people get stirred up. People are talking about World War III. Armageddon. And I have to put my filter in to say, hold on, I've heard people cry Armageddon before. I've heard people cry World War III. In fact, we've already been in World War III. This is World War III. Oh, can't use that term lightly, I say. The thing about Fez Night, it's very incoherent. There's no order to things. Usually by the end, I do some sort of political rant. I have no idea how long I've been going on. I'm checking a watch here. Oh, I know the other thing that's missing. I forgot to put on my cool Royal Engineers watch. So I'm wearing it for good luck. Yeah. Yeah, if you remember, I also have my communist watch, and still, it's greatly appreciated. But this feels like my lucky watch, so I'm putting it on. Somebody commented, I already get enough flack for being a commie. Yeah, there it is. Isn't it a beauty? Though it's got a red star up there. So I don't mind being called a communist. I'll wear that Russian watch, no problem. But this is my lucky watch. So they've been scrambling the subscriber list, and so hickory dickory dock, there is some new subscribers. There's one I won't mention, and I don't know whether I should count this person as a subscriber, but I do. I just I don't, unless they're just directly, I don't know. I won't talk about this. Yeah, but it's a sock account that's going after somebody I consider a friend. So let me know. What should I do about it? Should I just say unsubscribe from this person? They're trying to get my attention by subscribing to me. Troller, thanks for subbing. Bullhorn Man, which is a sock account because Bullhorn Man with a 0. This guy did a great job. Great parody of Bullhorn Man. Who I talked about was the extreme right-wing Christian. Mo Howard, thanks for subbing. And I did talk about... I see Giraffe Poo left a comment. Giraffe Poo, you saucy gal. Barbarelli. Hi, Barbarelli. Hi, Barb. She flirts with me a lot. I like her. I do. She says, your ass smells like rotten lemons. Well, is that so bad? Really, your ass could smell worse than rotten lemons. You are ugly and your mother dresses you funny. Oh, this is fairly old, but she's talking to Mo Howard here. Oh.